Welcome back. The primary election is not that far away, March 3rd, but in-person early voting actually starts a week from today.
Yeah, and things are going to be a whole lot different, not just for early voting, but voting on Election Day as well. Libby Dinkman from our media partner KPCC is here this morning to talk a lot about those changes. First, let's talk about your polling place. I was talking to my neighbor yesterday. Yeah. We usually go to this local church. I told him, I don't think that's our new polling place. In fact, we checked. It's not. We're going to a voting center.
That's right. About 4,800 neighborhood polling places that people are used to going to are now getting consolidated down to just under 1,000 vote centers. Right. So folks really need to change that habit that they usually have on Election Day. The good thing is that the vote centers are open up to 11 days, including Election Day. So people can go early, they can take their time, they can find that center, but it will be a different behavior than they're used to.
Most definitely. And the elections have been bundled up. We were talking about this earlier, not only the presidential elections with the primary, but the congressional and local elections are all together. And when people go to vote, those voting machines will look different as well.
That's right. Once you get to the center, once you find where you're voting, you're in LA County going to be dealing with these new ballot marking machines, which are using paper ballots. And you insert the paper ballot into the machine. You make your selections on a touch screen. It kind of looks like a tablet computer. And then once you're done, you check your selections, you print it back out. You look at it, the paper ballot, checking your answers on the paper ballot is really important, and then you insert it back in the machine and you're done. So it's a really different system than the Inca vote, that old, 1960s era system that we're used to.
Wow.
And I know there's some problems, though, because the city of Beverly Hills filed a lawsuit against this.
Yeah, this machine that's rolling out in LA County is not without controversy.
Right.
Beverly Hills has sued because there are only 4 candidates that show up on the first digital page of these new ballot marking devices. So in order to get the selections that you want, you're going to have to hit a button called More. It's down at the bottom of the first digital page. In order to see any candidates past number 4, and Beverly Hills is saying that could mean voters could miss some of their choices and miss those candidates that might be listed after number 4. So that's something that the vote centers are going to be educating everyone about as much as possible.
And let's talk about the mail-in voting, because a lot of people have already gotten that too. That's still the same, right? They could still vote that way. That hasn't changed.
So the LA County Registrar is expecting Los Angeles voters to use mail-in ballots more than ever before. But unlike the other counties in California that chose to roll out this vote center model, the consolidated model, LA did not mail out a ballot to everyone. So that is going to be, a challenge. We're going to change where we vote, but not everyone will have that ballot at home the way they do in the other counties. So people like Maxine Waters, the Congresswoman, came out this week and said, I'm very concerned that the word isn't getting out yet to people, that they're going to have to change their behavior.
Right.
And if you do like hand marking your paper ballot, that mail-in ballot is the best way to go. You can still request a mail-in ballot up to February 25th.
And then people can start voting in person starting Saturday of next week, right?
That's right. Yeah, those vote centers open Saturday. The first round that are open for 11 days open Saturday. Most of the vote centers, though, are open for 4 days. That's including Election Day.
All right.
All right, Libby from KPCC, thank you so much for informing us.
Thank you so much.